Hello and welcome back to the RDA. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. It's TripleM back with another transfer daily. It is Declan Rice who is being linked with the move to Manchester United. So I'll be talking about the Declan Rice story that has surfaced and the links to him, whether or not I think we'll actually get him and my opinions on him as a player, as well as some other Cdm targets which I think are interesting since we have been linked to quite a few of them in the last 6 months and particularly recently over the last few weeks. So let's talk about it, man. Declan Rice is a player that I think a lot of you who watch this channel know a lot about because you watch a lot of Premier League games, particularly West Ham. He's a very, very key player under David Moyes' system. In David Moyes' system, he's a pivotal man for them. You know, a true holding midfielder. Now, I know a lot of people think that he can play box to box, and I think he can. He can get he can get up the field and he can be an advanced player if you need him to be. But that's the key thing with Declan Rice about me. A lot of people have so many different opinions of him, and he is mainly a CDM, but he's versatile. He can play centre back, he can play CDM, and he can also play box to box when he needs to do it and when it's asked of him. He can get up the field. And I look at his age, I look at the profile of player, I look at where he's playing. He's exactly the type of player that Manchester United should be signing. Forget about British tax and forget about Brexit FC. He's young. He's a young and hungry CDM who has experience in the Premier League, who's looking for the step up to come play for Manchester United or Chelsea or another big club. And I think he fits the profile. Whether or not we'll actually get him, I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. Rio Ferdinand came out in an article done by, I think it was the Mirror, as well as the Daily Mail. I'm not sure which one of the two. I'll link the article down below, of course. Basically talking about the fact that even though Manchester United seem keen on signing this player, there's a high chance that he will go back to Chelsea because of the London link and the fact that he enjoys playing his football in London. He knows the club, he understands the club, and he obviously that's his boyhood club. He came through there. He came through their youth setup. So it makes a lot of sense for him to go back to Chelsea, not to mention the fact that Manchester United are awful at structuring deals and getting deals done efficiently and swiftly. So I don't even trust us to be in a any transfer race against Chelsea. I expect us to lose, fam, because Abramovich and his boys swoop in quickly and they get things done. That's just how Chelsea work. When they get linked to a player as strongly as Declan Rice, you best believe in the summer he's going there. As far as other CDM targets go, as I was going to talk about in this video, I think Ruben Neves is one. I think Tamale is one. I think Wilfred Ndidi is one that gets mentioned a lot. I'll talk about which ones out of those three I prefer. And then also Moises Caicedo potentially going to Brighton. Like I said in my last video, I think that's an absolute disgrace. He is a player we should be getting. Now, is he going to come here and fix our problems? No. Is he going to come here and hit the ground running? No. But a few sessions with the first team and a few runs in the cup games, and then a breakout season or two potentially, and he could have been a genuinely good player further down the line, in my personal opinion, based on everything that was researched about him in terms of scout reports and just how good of a player the general consensus is around him. You know, he's no Amad Diallo, but he is a young player who is lighting it up in a league where he should be way in above his head. And, you know, whatever you think of Ecuadorian football, he played in the qualifiers for Ecuador. So, and he was vital in the performances where they actually won and battered a few teams as well. So for me, Caicedo's an absolute disgrace. Moving on though, someone like Wilfred Ndidi gets mentioned a lot with Manchester United, and Tonali. Now, I don't watch Tonali a lot to know anything about him, so I'm not going to comment on that. You can tell me in the comments down below if you've made it this far into the video. But just quickly on Wilfred Ndidi. I think Wilfred Ndidi, in terms of the profile of player and the position he plays, makes a lot of sense. But in terms of pricing and convenience, I don't really know. Unless Manchester United can sustain this title race and show that they're a truly ambitious club, sell on someone like Paul Pogba in the summer for a decent amount of money, and then replace him with an Ndidi, I don't think this transfer makes a lot of sense. I don't know if Wilfred Ndidi's dream destination is to come to Manchester United. I think Leicester are a side that is building towards the future and has genuinely had an upward trajectory since they won the league title. Some people would argue that from an organizational point of view and from the point of view of a team that's trying to stay as a consistent top four challenger, they are actually in a better position now than when they won the league, because they had that awful season that followed up after Ranieri had to leave and he got sacked basically. Under Brendan Rodgers, a lot of people will say he's a better coach than Ranieri. They would say he's better for the development and the overall structure of the club and philosophy moving forward. So I think Wilfred Ndidi fancies being a part of that project more than coming for playing for a PE teacher, fam. You know, that's just me being blunt and honest. But personally, on a personal level, out of everyone that I've mentioned in this video, I prefer Ruben Neves. I think Ruben Neves makes a lot of sense. I think Ruben Neves, for all the inconsistencies of surrounding him, he's a very, very good player. He's Portuguese, so you'll have a link with Bruno Fernandes. He's young, and he's also the profile of player kind of like Declan Rice. He's hungry, and he's looking for that step up. He's looking for that next big challenge, that next big project, that next big step up in his career. And I think it would make a lot of sense. I'd be very, very excited if we were linked to Ruben Neves and we got that deal done, because I genuinely like him as a footballer. And I think he fits everything that we need. I don't know whether or not he can hold a midfield by himself, because I haven't watched him enough to say that he is 100% without a doubt the holding midfielder that we need. But I do know that he's very tidy on the ball, and his ball play is something that's very similar to Matic. With Matic at the moment, the problem is age. We all know that problem with Matic is age. It's not skill, it's not a lack of experience, it's not any of that, it's age. I think with Ruben Neves, you're getting someone who can do kind of what Matic does so well, but still do it for a prolonged period of time and get better and add more things to his game. So for me, I would 100% go in for someone like Ruben Neves, but you know, that's just me. If anybody knows anything about Tonali, let me educate me in the comments down below, please. I would like to know your opinion. But that has been your Transfer Daily with Triple M. Declan Rice to Manchester United. What do you think of that? I personally don't think it's going to happen, but in a world where it did, I would be just as excited as if we got Ruben Neves, to be honest with you, because I've heard a lot of good things about Declan Rice, and obviously doing the eye test, he's a good player. He is a really good player. And whether or not he would fix our problems, whether or not he'd end the McFred era, who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to speculate. But yeah, interesting times for Manchester United. And do you think we will actually sign anyone in this January transfer window? Is another video I'll post to the comments. But without keeping you here too long, it's been your boy Triple M, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.